Welcome to the highlights of the fourth day's play in this third test between the Windies and England. The action from Grosile in St. Lucia. Once again, the pitch at the Darren Sammy Stadium promised so much for the fast bowlers. A lot of indentations in the surface from the previous day's work with the red cherry, and it promised to offer the same on day 4. England came into this fourth day's play well positioned at 325 for 4 with Joe Root on 111 and Stokes on 29. The Windies were hampered by the loss early on day 3 of Chemo Paul, and the bulk of the work was then done by Roston Chase with 31 overs, a wicket for Roach, Gabriel, Paul himself and Alzari Joseph. It meant that England were ahead by 448 runs. Let's go straight to the top of the action where Darren Ganga is with Mike Lafferton.
The players, the start of this fourth day, which finds England in a very strong position, leading by 448. Had a good day yesterday, 325 for 4 with Joe Root making his 16th Test match 100 and half centuries for Jos Buttler and a first for Joe Denley in Test cricket. Tough day for West Indies, long day, and they were a bowler down because Chemo Paul pulled a thigh muscle very early in the day, so they had a long, tough day. I don't think it's going to be a long day for them today, at least for the bowlers, because England will be eyeing a declaration. Statement very early on in the piece from Ben Stokes.
As expected, England will try to impose themselves on the West Indies in this Test match. They've suffered a similar fate in the previous 2 Test matches, so that's a statement. You're quite right.
I think Stokes is just warming up for the one-day series here. He's played a couple of magnificent strokes, the drive down the ground and that smear over mid-wicket for 6. He's enjoying himself, 345 for 4.
Change in mindset. No pressure at all for Ben Stokes. Didn't try to commit himself on the front foot. He was expecting length, and he's hitting with the wind as well. Once he gets sufficient bat, it will go all the way as it did.
Lovely shot, lovely shot. Forget the scoops, Joe. Stick to your game. Beautiful drive for 4, 350 up.
Picture perfect drive from Joe Root. You know when he's at his best. Timing, placement, control.
Stokes swings him away to the leg side. There's some punishment here for West Indies bowlers who've been on top throughout this series, but not right now.
Brings up the 100 partnership between these two. Second of the innings for England. And that's the beauty of Test cricket. After competing for 2 days, the opposition could start dominating. Challenges you as a cricketer. Ensure that your attitude is right.
Taken. Root swishes his bat in frustration. He's been taken at short mid-wicket, a low full toss that he completely mistimed, and that brings an end An excellent innings from the England captain. There'll be a bit of frustration that he couldn't quite show off his wares as Ben Stokes has done this morning, but takes nothing away from what has been an exceptional innings from the England captain. His 16th Test match 100 has come to a close. 122, England's lead 484.
Excellent reward for the effort that we've seen from Shannon Gabriel. I also think with the departure of Joe Root, he's also declared the innings. And England now will have a chance to go at the Windies. It's been a fine innings from the captain, Joe Root. England lead by 484. This was Joe Root's dismissal. Full toss from Shannon Gabriel. It was low. Didn't get it off the middle of the bat. It was a diving catch from Shimron Hetmeyer. Diving away to his left, both hands getting around the ball and prompting the declaration. England in full control.
England declared relatively early into the morning session when Joe Root was dismissed for 122, caught by Hetmeyer off the bowling of Gabriel. They had added 36 runs to their overnight total, 361 for 5. 2 wickets to Shannon Gabriel. He toiled manfully. He was a little more expensive than he would like. 2 for 95, the leading wicket taker. So the West Indies was set a world record 485 to win.
This is an examination of opening batsmen against new ball bowlers who are raring to go on a day 4 pitch. This little roller is still there, a tiny roller, like a tin of baked beans rolling up and down. John Campbell put bat to ball in the first innings, played some shots, particularly against Jimmy Anderson. Captain Brathwaite has had a lot to do as captain, a standing captain. And it will be Jimmy Anderson. Flicked and flirted, it's gone for 4.
It's a loose shot from Craig Brathwaite, and you could just see there him rehearse a leave alone. It was away from the body, and on reflection he should not really have played at it. Fortunately for him, it's gone in the gap. Now, before this test match, the 4 games he's captained the West Indies, he averages 15 with the bat. That's something he wants to correct.
Oh, what a catch this time! Anderson snares Campbell.
Excellent catch, brilliant catch. Campbell does go hard at the ball, even though that's length, but Jimmy Anderson has to give a huge hug to Moeen Ali. Yep, high 5, low 5s, not enough, because that was spectacular. If I had a scorebook, half of that to Moeen, half of that to Jimmy. Campbell goes without scoring, 5 for 1.
Well, the perfect start for Anderson and England. A wonderful catch by Moeen Ali brings Shea Hope to the crease. A big appeal, it's off the pad. just remember Otis Gibson, who's now South Africa head coach, he was England bowling coach, used to say in the West Indies, if you want to swing, don't float it up there. You've still got to hit the pitch. He ain't telling Jimmy Anderson how to bowl, but he's got a perfect breeze and he's got a helpful pitch. Just the thing I was talking about there, and Otis Gibson, that last delivery there is a floater. He's just floated up. Off the pad. And that breeze, if he is going to bowl in swing to a right-hander, is perfect for Stuart Broad.
Saw the fingers of Stuart Broad come down just slightly outside the ball.
Outside edge, and gone. England on a roll, Ben Stokes, Jimmy Anderson.
There is no way that you can keep this guy, Jimmy Anderson, out of the action on this pitch. It should not happen, and it will not happen. It's just that corridor. I expected to see a lot of this in the first innings. It didn't happen. Just slight movement away, but it's that channel. Oh, got it. Hit high up near the wrist, but Stokes still held on. This is just reward for Jimmy Anderson. Type of surface that he will excel on. Brathwaite struggles as a West Indies captain with the bat. He goes for 8, 10 for 2.
Ten for 2, the Windies. Darren Bravo, he's been injured. Off the field with a finger injury. Had stitches in his finger. Oh, that's close, real close. Not out. Review.
Just rock and roll that. Yeah, clearly no bat. No bat, you can go to ball tracking when available, thanks. Here we go, Rod. Pitching in line, impacts in line, wickets missing. I'll get you back on screen and you can stay with your not out decision. You're on screen now, Rod.
Outside edge. No, Butler.
That's what I mean. The inside and outside edge come into play with Shea Hope. It looked as though he had it for a while.
And it's Stuart Broad again.
That's just straightened. He's put down a few in this series, not always in the slips, Joss Butler. Driving on the up. It's hard to drive on the up against a new ball with a lateral movement on the surface.
Gone, another one, it's 3 down. The changes in Anderson's run-up have worked. He has bowled superbly.
Great length. The West Indies have been a bit airy-fairy outside that off stump, and watch the length of this. Just saying, go on, drive on the up if you want. That's a loose shot. When you're trying to save a test match, every point that Ian Bishop has been making about their batting lineup, it's been proved right. They are flaky in situations like this. No mistake from Root. Anderson at his best. Bravo, who played well in the last game, he hasn't here, 10 for 3.
Roston Roston Chase is on a pair. Out first ball in the first innings to Mark Wood. He's got to face Jimmy Anderson, who has found a brilliant line and length for this pitch.
Well, he's off the king pair.
Aesthetically pleasing from Shea Hope. A lot to like about that.
This is a much safer shot than the drives we've seen him try to essay. Fuller delivery, good stride in, closer to the line.
Bounce. Whenever the ball bounces at Roston Chase, he will reflect and say, why did I not just drop the hands and let that go? It's kind of a similar way that he was dismissed in the first innings. Not exactly, but some similarity.
He's always been vulnerable on the back foot to anything that's short. He tends to want to play. Roston Chase just manages to get this one wide of third slip.
It's flayed away, but it's a shot as well that will encourage the bowler and the fielding team, because it was on the up and it was away from the body, not dissimilar to how Hope was dismissed in the first innings.
Just too high a level of risk. The length not there for the drive. Hands way away from the body. No real control over that shot. It's in the air and it's going to be out. Stuart Broad at cover, just a lob.
Pace. And Shea Hope is vulnerable off the outside edge, and every time the ball nips back at him, we've seen it in this series at Barbados, he takes a hand, the bottom hand off the bat, as if he's discomforted by the ball if it nips back into him. Never looks comfortable when you bowl at his body. Mark Wood, impressive. Shifted his line straighter and got the result. Struggles continue for Shea Hope. 14 to him, 31 for 4. Shimron Hetmeyer. This is a huge test for him, because he looked discomforted by the pace in the first innings as well, playing away from the body. Very talented.
Stand up and fight. That had a bit of pace on it.
Well, they showed great courage, the Windies, and we must not forget in Antigua, they showed great courage and stickability on a difficult pitch, and finding it a different challenge here. So it's a great learning curve for them.
Last ball. Well played, and that should take us to lunch. Mark Wood has set the cat among the pigeons once more. It's been a very productive morning for England. West Indies 35 for 4. We've got a day and 2 sessions remaining.
This match, quite interestingly, at the luncheon interval, the Windies still needing 450 to win.
Aaron Ganga, what would you like to see from the Windies batters this afternoon?
Resilience, resistance. I think when you look at the equation at the moment, the Windies will be thinking that's a matter of time before England go on to win this test match. They have enough time. The other thing I'd like to see improve with the Windies batting is
yeah, that's what I mean about Hetmeyer. A little bit of flair, a bit of swagger. Jimmy Anderson won't care at the moment. 40 for 4.
he scored 93 against Bangladesh, but in the second innings of a test match in 2018, struck 9 sixes. So this is his approach that works for him. He will show that attacking intent, play to his strengths.
Shot, really good shot. Beautiful drive. Chase has gone quiet with the bat since Barbados. I think he got some runs in the first innings then. He's had some jaffers. He got one that grubbed in Antigua. And that is a classic cover drive. Hasn't got a wicket in the series since his 8th in Barbados, and he hasn't got many runs. So this is an opportunity. Someone asked me earlier, what should they be trying to get out of today? Well, Roston Chase, get yourself a score.
Tempted Yorker, I think, from Wood, but was over-pitched. Oh, tight. Very tight. The only thing Hetmeyer's hanging around. England are confident. They think he's done for. Let's go to the third umpire.
Thanks, Rick. I'm ready to make my decision for the big screen. My decision is out. I repeat, out. Thank you.
Wonderful gather from Bairstow. The throw was fast and firm, but the gather from Bairstow was excellent. Hetmeyer has gone off swinging his bat into the turf. A bit of lazy running here has been costly for West Indies.
Accurate throw, great take from Bairstow, it really is, on the half volley. Real awareness. Joe Denley, the thrower. It was always going to be tight. As soon as Denley got the ball, he was going to release quickly. Hetmeyer bashed the turf. He's gone for 19, 76 for 5.
There's a blow and it's a hack, and he's got away with it.
I like that, good.
Not in control of the shot at all, but it's brought him 4.
We're just getting assisted by just that little bit of turn, but didn't really get the kind of bat you wanted on it.
Catch!
Oh, parried and down. It would have been an absolute blinder. It's Butler again, but that was a terrific effort.
Well, one thing is for sure, they don't go through him. He may drop them, but they don't go past him. And just look at that for athleticism. David De Gea would have been proud of that.
Thumping blow that down the ground from Shane Dowrich.
37, that.
Clearly decided that once Moeen Ali gives him any length to play with, he's going to go down the ground with great effect, play positively. Brilliant. Brilliant from Moeen Ali, brilliant from Ben Stokes. He hasn't always caught them flush into the hands today, but they stick nevertheless.
Yep. Between forearm and chest, and it doesn't matter how they go in as long as they go in. Moeen Ali again using the breeze, the combination of the breeze and the revolutions that you can see on the ball has taken the outside edge of Shane Dowrich's bat, and Stokes has done the rest. 4 wickets before lunch. Now a second after lunch in the second hour of this afternoon session. And West Indies are tottering. 6 down for 110. Dowrich gone for 19. Put down, I think. He might have just got a fingertip to it, but it was hit very hard by Kemar Roach. And if you've got a wrist spinner, even a modest wrist spinner, invaluable in T20, and that has encouraged Denley to bowl more and more over the last few seasons.
Well, Dennis.
Well, impending tee or not, Roach is going to attack. Benazir still not impressed.
They're not very frivolous from over the Pennines. Last over before tea.
Solid as a rock, Kemar Roach. An intriguing session in which 100 runs have been scored, +1, but 2 wickets, and Roston Chase has been the man to underline that run scoring for the Windies. His second half century of this series. At tea, the West Indies had moved to 136 for 6, a difficult batting day for them. Roston Chase was not out on 53, and with him was Kemar Roach on 14. 19 to Hetmeyer. Dowrich got 19 as well, and Shehu got into double figures with 14. Jimmy Anderson led the way with 3 for 27. Bowling with an adjusted run-up, he found initial success. Mark Wood chipped in with a wicket, and so too did Moeen Ali. England confirmed their superiority in the match, needing another 4 wickets at the interval.
Joe Root has just had a break for 20 minutes to reassess, and then it's all eyes on combinations. As what combination of bowlers does he bring together for this final session? So a chance for Stuart Broad to stretch his legs. Should be 3. Oh, he dropped him. Rory Burns. Oh, they'll call that a dolly. 145 for 6.
Well, it's a feature of this test match. Drop catches on both sides. Rory Burns guilty on this occasion. You expect this to be taken at this level.
You know, again, that's travelled such a long way to... He's not mid-off, he's a bit deeper. And his reactions are really late.
Catch! Yeah!
This time, it's Mark Wood at extra cover. Moeen Ali again. Tame shot.
He'll be kicking himself. Kemar Roach looked really comfortable at the crease. Again, flighted, enticing the big shot on the drive. Couldn't keep it down. I didn't think he had any intentions of keeping it down. Probably didn't get the elevation on Mark Wood, who made no mistake this time. Good partnership broken. Roach goes for 29. It's 156 for 7 now.
beat Stuart Broad. He'll trot after this. It'll go for 4. Alzarri Joseph will be on strike, and it's 161 for 7. A controlled shot that is.
Just have a look at how he keeps his eyes on the ball, makes the adjustment. He was expecting this to bounce further. It stayed down. To a large extent, he presented a vertical bat. Just hitting it wide of the field at mid-on.
Lovely shot. Lovely shot from Roston Chase, who has played with real character in this innings, and a extension of the arms there, and the ball out of the middle of the bat. It's gone flying for 6. That young lady's got to work on her throw now.
Yeah, she might be getting another go soon, to be honest, the way Chase has seen that and lined that up. Started the series well with runs and that famous 8-fer in Barbados. He looks like he wants to finish the series well.
That's pretty good. Much footwork, but a clean swing of the bat, and the ball has flown for 4.
Yeah, that's my point why Chase just said, OK, you're fine. I think if it had been Shannon Gabriel, he wouldn't have run 2 for that last ball of the over. With it being Alzarri Joseph, he knows Alzarri can bat, and that's the shot of a pretty decent player. Not a lot of foot movement, but great hand-eye coordination.
Terrific. Terrific shot from Roston Chase, who has driven straight and firmly. He moves to 77, 184 for 7.
And that should do for Wood, I reckon. He gets the clap from Joe Root to say thank you. Have a breather. Who am I going to turn to now? What he's done well on both of those, the one that went to Anderson and that one, is hit straight, hit through the line. He's got a big, strong body, and he's got long levers. And he's using those long levers well. Look at that for a follow-through.
That's what he was practicing at the non-striker's end, and he's put it into practice now by smashing Moeen Ali onto the grass bank.
First 6 in Test cricket for Alzarri Joseph. Practice makes perfect. Non-striker's end, he had a little rehearsal. And then look at me. This was him at the non-strikers. That's what I'm going to do. Gets up the right end, and that's what I will do.
Must be out. Very straight. Must be out. Finger goes up. Roston Chase reviews. I think he's a goner.
Bowl straight. Get LBW and bowled into play, and they bowl straight, and at the moment it's worked.
No, he's hit it. Okay, looks like there's an inside edge. We've got movement on ultra edge. Thank you. I'll go back to Kumar on ground. Kumar, there's an inside edge. I'm going to recommend you change your decision to not out. You're on screen now.
He is not a goner. And not because the ball wasn't straight enough, but because he got a little tickle on it. A tiny little inside edge has saved Roston Chase. Alzarri Joseph goes straight. And he goes straight and long. Mid-off is not far enough back. He's enjoying himself.
Well, it wasn't bad captaincy from Root. He just brought long off in. It wouldn't have mattered. He'd gone for 6 anyway. Joseph hitting with a very strong breeze in that direction, so even off the toe end of the bat, it's gone all the way, and Root's now pushed mid-off all the way back onto the boundary.
Oh, right over that man's head. It's Denley, I think, out at what you call very straight deep mid-wicket or wide long on. And it was heading right down his throat, but Joseph has hit it too well.
50 partnership comes in, and that's cleared Denley. Just.
Catch!
Straight up in the air, Anderson takes a catch. So Alzari Joseph's merry little innings has come to an end. He enjoyed himself for a short while, but has gone now for 34, and West Indies on the brink, 8 down.
Well, he was brave. He did toss it up again, even though he'd been whacked for a couple of sixes, just on the angle. Very difficult to hit over wide mid-wicket. And Anderson, as we've seen in this series, actually, in the deep, has had wonderful hands. That's not a difficult catch. He's taken better than that. But he's got a good set of hands, Jimmy Anderson. Joseph played nicely. Had a bit of fun, really. He made 34, 212 for 8.
Or a 6. One bounce, I think, 4.
Seizing the opportunity on ball number 5 with mid-on and mid-off stationed in that orthodox position.
Come on, Mo.
Now he's looking for a single.
Catch that!
Oh, just out of reach of mid-off. Well, it's a bonus ball for Roston Chase. Personally, it moves him on to 86. 222 for 8.
He's played very well, and spin is something that he personally is very adept at. You look at his test match hundreds, Roston Chase against India, against Pakistan.
Oh, and he gets it through for 4. Chase into the 90s.
Another lovely drive. Driving when the ball is right up there over the last couple of days has been nice to watch. We saw Denley play a few, Stokes played a few, Root played a few. Now Roston Chase, if he can get 100 here, need not be said what it'll do for his confidence on this pitch against this attack.
Well, 100 here will be a bigger picture. Driven again, this will be 4 more through extra cover. Long chase for Anderson, he's not going to get there.
Lovely driving in an area that he doesn't necessarily often hit the fast bowlers. Because he's a tall man, he stays upright. He either goes straight or it goes squarer. This is good. If you're Stuart Broad now, he has to play the pull or the hook shot.
Oh, there's a huge appeal there, a given! Ben Stokes does the trick. No review, Gabriel walks.
An ill-judged shot. Kemo Paul will come in, but you can never tell what the short leg and the gully and the aggressive bowling, what played a part in the mind of Shannon Gabriel to suddenly go for an expansive shot. Legal delivery, but a sequence of short balls, some aggression, and a ball on reflection that Gabriel could easily have left instead of trying to score with Chase on 98 at the other end. Gabriel goes for 3, 2, 3, 6 for 9.
Is it going all the way? It sure is. He's well deserved. A lovely, brilliant century. Roston Chase deserved.
a fifth Test match 100 for Roston Chase. Only the fifth player to score 100 and take an 8-wicket haul in an innings of the same series.
Pulled away. He likes playing some shots. He's not going to move, and he gets 4.
Well, he can't run, so Keemo Paul, that is, he's just going to play shots. And he favors that onside in most of the cricketing stroke play that he has in his armory.
Better just check how many do West Indies need to win. 241. Another exciting young lad. Really sad that he got badly injured. I think he's going to be a very good cricketer. Well, he's coming to hit some boundaries.
He's providing some entertainment for West Indian fans, some frustration for English fans and players, but he's an aggressive batsman by nature. This might just be normal for him in the run-of-the-mill things when he's fit, but in time, as I said, he can develop into a useful batsman.
High in the air, Ben Stokes. Well, it's all over. I wonder why he shied at the stumps there. You can only get him out once. England have won the Test match, that's okay. I think they're just having a look at this, but he's fine. A short ball and an entertaining little knock. Keemo Paul as he steps away leg side. Comes off the splice at the back with a simple catch. Back to Ben Stokes. Only got him out once. Congratulations all round for the England team. West Indies win the series 2-1. All the work done in the first 2 Test matches at Barbados and Antigua. England coming back with a consolation prize. Important that you get something from it. England have got a win from the series. Important for the Windies that they get something from this defeat. They've got Roston Chase's century. Captain didn't play in this game, and he looks very relaxed. But well played, Roston Chase.
Yeah, well done to England. A lot of people have talked about their combinations. Well bowled to Keemo Roach. I thought he's been outstanding all the way through this series, providing craft and penetration with the ball. And don't forget, West Indies have won the series against a team that was ranked 3 at the start. Mark Wood has made his impressions as well. So game complete, the Windies bowled out for 252, but not before they got a substantial and critical innings from Roston Chase for his development. 102 not out, 34 to Joseph. Roach got 29. So the Windies, while they'll be disappointed, at least they had Roston Chase getting 100. England's bowling, 3 wickets to Jimmy Anderson, which he picked up before lunch on this 4th day. 2 wickets to Ben Stokes, who, as always, was a hard trier, giving full effort. And Moeen Ali, he has bowled well at critical points in the series, 3 for 99. The Player of the Match award went to Mark Wood for his 5-wicket haul in the first innings, 6 wickets overall in the match. His return to Test match cricket has gone quite swimmingly. The Player of the Series award went to Keemo Roach, a leading wicket taker who bowled with a lot of craft. He bowled with pace at times, but it's his movement of the ball throughout this 3-match series that has been most impressive. So just to summarize how this third and final test match played out, England 277, the West Indies then capitulating for 154. England seizing their position by scoring 361 and declaring 5 wickets down in their second innings, and then the Windies bowled out for 252, England winning by 232 runs. Hope you've enjoyed all the highlights and the action from this fourth day's play. We look forward to your company next time. From St. Lucia, bye for now.